The Ron Paul Institute for Peace and Prosperity welcomes you to 5 Minutes, 5 Issues.
Starting in
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, I am Adam Dick, a Ron Paul Institute Senior Fellow. Let's start.
Issue 1.
Many people hoped Donald Trump would, as president, significantly reduce the United States government's foreign intervention, including wars. They grabbed onto several of Trump's non-interventionist-sounding comments during the presidential campaign, and they wished for the best. Now, with the end of the first 100 days of his presidency near, Trump has indicated that in many ways his administration will expand U.S. foreign intervention, not reduce it. Here are a few examples of the Trump presidency dashing hopes for non-interventionist actions. Trump, while campaigning, said he would seek good relations with Russia. As president, he has continued the escalating of the U.S. military presence near Russia. During the campaign, Trump said the Russia and Syria governments could take care of fighting ISIS in Syria. President Trump has substantially increased the U.S. military presence in Syria, with the purported objective of defeating ISIS. And last week, Trump ordered a missile attack on a Syria military installation used by Syrian and Russian militaries. During the campaign, Trump called NATO obsolete. On Wednesday, he said NATO is no longer obsolete, and that instead, it is the bulwark of international peace and security.
Issue 2.
William Norman Grigg died on Wednesday. Grigg was a masterful writer of many compelling articles. Often he wrote regarding the little guy, abused by government and its armed agents. The Ron Paul Institute website features some of Grigg's articles. More can be found at Grigg's website, Pro Libertate.
Issue 3.
In the March 31st episode of 5 Minutes 5 Issues, I talked about legislation Senator Ron Wyden was planning to introduce to address phones and other electronic devices being searched at American borders without a warrant. Last week, Wyden announced his introduction of the legislation in the U.S. Senate. The bill, called the Protecting Data at the Border Act, has also been introduced in the U.S. House of Representatives. The bill provides protections against the U.S. government requiring a search of the digital content of a U.S. citizen or permanent resident's electronic equipment at the border without a court-ordered warrant based on a showing of probable cause. It also provides protections against a U.S. citizen or permanent resident being denied entry to or exit from America for refusing in various ways to provide access to electronic information at the border. The bill, though, falls short of what many people advocating for respect of privacy desire. For example, the bill does not provide similar protections for foreigners visiting America. And the bill explicitly does not limit access via the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, or FISA, that plays a big role in surveillance.
Issue 4.
U.S. Secretary of State RexTillerson declared on Monday, "We rededicate ourselves to holding to account any and all who commit crimes against the innocents anywhere in the world." Tillerson's declaration of U.S. government policy is in line with the U.S. being the policeman of the world, and the humanitarian intervention justification offered during the Obama administration for U.S. efforts to overthrow the governments of Libya and Syria.
Issue 5.
Last weekend, I attended the Symposium in Lake Jackson, Texas, hosted by the Ludwig von Mises Institute and the Ron Paul Institute. I talked with RPI supporters and listened to speakers including Ron Paul, Lou Rockwell, David Stockman, Thomas Massey, Daniel McAdams, Jeff Deist, Philip Giraldi, and Hunt Tooley. Video of the full symposium is posted at the Ron Paul Institute website. That's a wrap. Transcripts of 5 Minutes 5 Issues episodes, including links to related information, are at the Ron Paul Institute blog.